Hi everyone, it's Cheyenne, here to answer some of your questions about the 50 and 50 project. While sharing some footage that I have of the California mural, I actually painted this mural in under 12 hours. I didn't plan it that way, but I did have the forethought to start filming some time lapse when I started painting, and luckily enough I have the whole painting on footage, and I thought it would be interesting for you guys to see. And instead of playing some sheet music in the background, I thought you would want some answers to some questions. So some of you sent in questions on Instagram and Facebook, and I have a couple of them written down here. The time lapse isn't very long, so we'll get right into it. The first question that I got a few times is who comes up with the mural idea or the mural design? Is it the client, or is that fully in my court? So it's been both throughout this project. Some of the locations like Cheyenne, Wyoming and Covington, the first one that I did, and even this one that you're watching, those are fully, my concept, my idea. I was able to have full artistic liberty. And then some like Gardnerville and Iowa and Idaho, they had things that they specifically wanted to see, and then I just had the creative liberty to come up with my own idea, my own style, and I do the mock-up design myself, and they choose aspects that they like, and that's a whole conversation. That's part of the mural process, but it's depending on what they're willing to pay for, and then also just the client. Sometimes they want me to come up with whatever, and sometimes they're working with a lot of people who have to collaborate on a vision, and everybody needs to be happy. So depends on the location. And then another question that I got is, do I enjoy painting the larger murals where I'm up in a bucket truck or on a ladder or scaffolding? Do I have the fear of heights? I don't have a fear of heights, luckily. But I will say I did a restoration recently where I went the tallest I've ever gone in a bucket truck, and I got very nauseous, to say the least. So the bigger murals, I will say some of that, the difficulty of having to lower yourself down, it does take a little bit longer to paint, simply just the logistics. You can't bring all the paint cans up there, and it's just a bigger space. So I wouldn't say that I enjoy one more than the other, though. I do think sometimes I can get more details into the smaller pieces, but not always. That's not always the case. And then the last question that I have here is, how did you come up with the 50 and 50 project? And I guess for anybody who doesn't know, the 50 and 50 project is a concept that I created last October, a way for me to travel full-time and paint full-time. And I am painting a mural in all 50 states across the US, highlighting small towns and small businesses around the country that people might otherwise not hear about. So that's one of my goals, is to really just support communities and small towns that you haven't heard of before, and to highlight some areas that are doing some really awesome stuff. I came up with the idea simply just out of the pure desire to want to travel full time. Also, my love for tourism and small town building. I smashed all those things together and came up with the idea, and it's been just a massive blessing ever since. If you are interested in seeing some more of my pieces and seeing the documentaries that I'll be releasing at the end of every year of this project, follow along on Facebook, and you can subscribe here on YouTube. Thanks for watching so much, and thanks for listening to my voice for this long.